I'm sorry, I'm not fine today. I'm not fine right now. I need water. Speaking of water. Actually, I don't want to tell you. I had something disturbing happen to me. I'm going to tell you because now I've said it already. But I had a water bottle full of water, but I'm a princess, so I didn't want to drink it out of the bottle. I wanted to drink it out of a glass cup because I'm classy, okay? No, I don't know why. Maybe it's a texture thing. I don't know. I'm weird. And I poured the water into my glass cup, kind of pretending that it was a flask, and I was like, in a desert, uh, dying of thirst. Anyway, anyway, there was like, I think a mosquito. I think it was a mosquito, um, in the water. And then I felt very disgusted, and then I dumped it all out. Luckily, I saw it before I took a sip, because I probably would have cried. I probably would have started crying. Hi Razor, good meowing. Hi Derek, hi Skull Switch, hi Camp Boy. Hi Jin, stop crying, my sweet. Um, what if your friend is imaginary? No. Hi Maka. What did I miss? What did I miss? Ew, I agree. It was ew. Billa says, I knew I smelt a stinky cat person. Am I stinky? Listen, I smell great. I took a shower today. Yes, I exercised and I took a shower. I'll have you know that I smell delicious. I smell like cake. My soap is I think I don't know how to say it. Is it Tahitian? Tahitian? Vanilla? It's really good. It makes me smell like cake. Hi, Jackie. If you were actually addicted to us, you wouldn't be late and gay to our date. I was just gonna pretend that didn't happen. It's because she's in the diner. She wants to be a fancy kitty. Ah. Did you remember not to overdo it with your workout? I remembered. I remembered, and then I ignored it. So I was like, oh, yesterday we went for 30 minutes. Today we'll do the same thing. No, 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 no. I did 51 minutes, and but I wasn't feeling pain. Like when I started, I was feeling a tiny bit sore, but the longer I went, the less I felt it. And by like 30 minutes in, I felt very good. So I was like, oh, let's just go for it. And then I saw him again. I saw him again today. The same spot. That bareback Tarzan of a man who's like it's his thing. He works out in nothing but shorts, which makes sense if you're like in a beach town by a boardwalk, or by somewhere beautiful. But we're literally in suburbia. Like it's just houses, like it's really funny. And the same thing started to happen where I didn't see him after I crossed the street. And then I'm like walking on the sidewalk and he's directly walking towards me from like quite a while away. But this time I'm like, oh, yesterday was awkward when I crossed the street and then he crossed the street and then I had to cross the street again to avoid him. So I was like, okay, you're gonna be a big girl, Moon. We're not gonna avoid the bareback stalker who's waiting for me. Waiting for you now. You might want to delay your runs. That's a funny thing, Razor. I went like later. I, yeah, today. Well, technically today is like it's after midnight, but yeah, yesterday I delayed my workout by like 30 minutes. Mooney is NTRing us. Ooh, no, I'm not. Wait, what? Wait, what? This is not a girlfriend experience. There's no, huh? Jackie, makes sense. But yeah, I did have like I smiled and I said goodnight to him. But I couldn't hear what he said. I did see his mouth moving, so he must have said something to me. He must have said something to me, But I had music playing very, very loudly, like absurdly loudly. I've been listening to a band, a secret band. I won't tell you what. The reason I don't want to tell you is because it's someone's favorite band, and I don't want them to get the wrong idea if they think, "Oh, she's listening to my one of my favorite bands. She must like me." You know how people are like that? She doesn't do GFE. This is BFE experience for her from all of us as Razor. Nani? Camp boy. I agree. Anyway, what was I thinking? Oh yeah. After he walked past me and he made that like mouth gesture. I think he just said like hello or something. I did have an intrusive thought of like an alternate reality where he smiles at me in a sinister way, and then right when I pass him, he like stops and turns around and then grabs me by the neck and throws me like in a bush and like hits my head and then viciously attacks me and like brutalizes me, and then I'm like trying to scream but I can't, and I'm like kicking and scratching. Yeah. That that whole thing played in my mind. This reminds me of a conversation I had with Demi the other day where like, you guys know like how a lot of women just love um true crime and horror. I think it's because most girls or most women can at least imagine being Hi Nas. Yeah, I have a great imagination. I think most women and girls can at least imagine what it would be like to be a victim of some sort of crime like that, whereas probably most guys don't typically have those worries. I'm not saying none do, some do, some may, but I think it's, yeah, more of a default. Don't tell me you're one of those women who have rape fantasies. Rape fantasies are not to be shared. Who the heck is talking about fantasy? What do you mean? It wasn't a desire. I wasn't like, "Oh yeah, this is a great idea." It was more of like a, "Oh god, I should be more careful," or, maybe I should enroll in one of those like self-defense courses because if he tried to do something to me now, I'd be totally hopeless and I wouldn't stand a chance." Um yeah, and he looks pretty like cut, like like very in shape. So I'm like, "Ah, yeah. I'm in trouble if I mean, I don't listen, this is my neighbor potentially. I mean, I don't know if he lives in my neighborhood or if he just likes to like go through my neighbor or pass through as like, as part of his whatever. His regular route. He might be a great person. He's probably a great person. He's probably a decent human being. I was just having intrusive thoughts. Don't mind me. You have a bareback stalker. I don't think he's a stalker. I think it's coincidence. So I'm gonna try one more time. Tomorrow I will go maybe an hour later, or yeah, maybe an hour later. Or maybe what if we did the same thing? Like I pushed my workout by 30 minutes and then I also went for a longer time. So maybe he adjusted to try to avoid me, but like we're both trying to avoid each other. And then anyway, I'm really overthinking I'm really overthinking this. There was something else I wanted to talk to you all about. I want to complain about domain registrars. Can you guys bear with me, please? Yo, Moon, gotta run, but I'll be lurking. Have a fun stream. Thank you, Skull Switch. Enjoy the lurk. Wah. Okay. Domain registrars. Be careful. I do want to see you mostly mentally stable on the next stream. I'm good. We're all good. Nothing happened. Nothing will happen. You know what? I'll bring a pair of scissors with me tomorrow. I'll hide them somewhere. Wait, is that illegal? Wait, is that illegal? Can you like carry scissors around for self-defense? You both adjusted at the same time to avoid each other. Also, hey Moon. Hi Demi. And Naz. Wow. This is a plot of a shoujo manga minus being overwhelmed and beaten to death in a bush. Yeah, there's no such thing. I mean, anyway, anyway, moving on. Carry mace or stay strapped. I don't think I can own a gun. I have to check my state laws. And I don't have mace. You know what? Thank you for saying that, Camp Boy. I'm gonna look and see if there's any mace sold on Amazon, and I'll add it to my throne. You guys can you guys can gift me mace if you want. This is great. Anyway. No, let's talk about domain registrars, okay? Because I have a couple of websites, whatever. It's not a big deal. Some of you have already discovered Mrs. Moonson. There's nothing there. There's nothing there, so I'm not telling you to go check it out. It's a free internet, so you could do whatever you want. You could check out whatever site you want. You know, it's not illegal or anything, but there's nothing on there at the moment. But it's around this time of year, last year, that I found my current domain registrar, whom I love and adore. They're so great. It's a small, as far as I'm aware, family owned Norwegian company that has been in the business for, you know, maybe 20 plus years or something like that. And then I got the depressing news, okay? And this is the second time this shit has happened to me. The depressing news that they've been bought out, okay? This is the second time this has happened to me. I was a dummy. And I used to trust Google. So okay, that's a lie. I didn't trust Google, but I really liked the Google domain name purchasing like system that they had, because compared to like the typical that you see, like the GoDaddies, or I don't even know what the popular ones are these days, the ones that people like shill and stuff. Um, they all have very sophisticated dark patterns on their websites, so that the the domain name that you're searching for, basically what do you call it? It's like dynamic pricing, right? Depending on where you're located, the price may change. What kind of browser you're using, the price may change. If they could tell what kind of device you're on, what location you're from, they may give you a more expensive price. I hate all of that bullshit so much. It makes me sick. Not only that, a lot of them are very just gimmicky, where like you purchase your domain and then you go to renew, and they've jacked the price up by 2 or 3 times, and it's just very shitty, right? So I found this nice little simple Norwegian company that just had like straight up pricing, no BS, none of this dynamic BS. It's just like, this is the price for, you know, this, you know, .com domain, or this XYZ domain, or whatever. And it was just very straightforward and wonderful and beautiful. And they'd been going for a while, and I was so happy I found them. Don't sorry, I was talking about Google. Google's domain service was also similar to that. They did have a little bit of the dynamic shit bullshit going on. Or they had this thing where like, I guess Google's own bots could compete with you for a domain that you like. If you put that you're interested in something, it kind of like takes a note, like a mental note. And then, okay, I'm being super vague. So let's say you want to buy, I don't know, VTubers.com, and you go look it up and it's available and it's going to cost you $10. But then you decide you don't want to buy it right that second, right? In Google, the next time you look for VTubers.com, it might be like $11 instead of $10, because the system remembers that you looked it up, and I guess they do something on the back end where they kind of like bid for it automatically, with the idea that like, oh, you're gonna buy it now. And then other sites have this, but way worse, where like, yeah, Squarespace does this bullshit too, where if you test a domain to see if it's available, they'll give you this limited time pricing that's quote unquote discounted, but it's not actually discounted. It's just like the regular price. And then if you don't buy it right away, they jack the price up and tell you, "Oh, now you can get it, but you have to pay $35 for it. But if you just go to a different site, you could just get like the actual price." It's all so stupid. Anyway, I'm whining about this. I'm whining about this because, does anyone know of a good, wholesome, preferably non-US based domain registrar that has none of the BS. Zenforo and Cloudflare, my wife and child. I fucking hate Cloudflare. Don't even get me started. I don't know about Zenforo though. I've never heard of it. Nope, not at all. No wonder they got rid of yeah, they got rid of that a long time ago, Demi. Um, Google is well known for cooking up basically genius products and then leaving them to die. I'm sure someone else has like the link to it or something. Oh, you guys can't post links. There's like a site that someone has and it's like the Google graveyard or whatever. And it's like all of the technologies and tools and apps and things that Google has made and put out, and a lot of times they're quite high quality, but then I don't know, they either get bored of it or they don't need it anymore. It's not useful. So yeah, what happened with Google is I had all of my sites on there, over 10 different websites on there, and they sold out to Squarespace. And I was being told that, okay, you're paying, I don't know, $12.99 for this site, but next year when you renew with Squarespace, it's going to cost $35 per site. And again, I have over 10 different sites, so this is not like the price matters. It absolutely matters because I can't afford anything, but anyway. Yeah. So, and I was also upset with the way they did it. Like, they just kind of quietly, I just assume every new Google service will die. I learned my lesson, Syphilis Buddy. I didn't know at the time. I definitely know now. But yeah, they kind of just literally pulled the rug out from under us. There was no like, it wasn't like consent. It was just like, oh, hey, by the way, here's an email. All of those sites that you are currently keeping with us, we're giving them over to Squarespace. So have fun. And we already sent them all your data. So good luck. I was like, fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. And then I looked for a new place. And that landed me where I am now. And then now I'm finding the same kind of thing where this company I really liked and the service that's very simple that I enjoyed got bought up by a larger group that owns something like, I don't know, 10 or more different sites very similar to this in not just Norway, but like a bunch of different countries and all this stuff. And I just want to complain. I want to complain about tech monopolies. I want to complain about acquisitions and mergers. I'm not saying that startups don't deserve to be paid handsomely for their genius ideas or their good products. It's just that I hate when they sell out and fuck the customer over, and all of the terms and conditions you agreed upon when you bought the service change overnight, and it can be very difficult to maneuver out of it. They don't leave you a lot of time. So apparently everything is starting November 1st, like the full transfer, but I never heard any word about this merger or acquisition until like just this past month. It's like a crypto rug pull, but with websites, kind of, yeah. And then they're saying like, oh, there's so many exciting things that this new company is gonna bring in the pipeline, like SEO services and WordPress stuff and this and that. It's like I didn't fucking ask for that. All I wanted was a domain registrar. It's like all of these companies, they want they want it all. They want the whole pie. They want to dip into everything. Like there's like an unwillingness to stay in their lane and focus on delivering one good product or service. And yeah, and then the whole quality goes down. And more importantly, like I started to read the fine print a little bit, but it's a lot of stuff about like basically how, yeah, if you don't agree with this by November 1st, we're giving your data away to this strange company that you have no ties to, that you know nothing about. And with domain registrars, it's kind of important because I don't really want to get into it, but like there's like privacy and stuff that's involved and implicated. Fuck, Moon LLC. We host out of Sweden and have our own servers to host websites, right? I literally did look it up, but I'm way too tech illiterate to be my own registrar. I'll have to keep looking. I hope to find maybe not even like a full blown company. I know there are like individuals that have their own, and then they like, they do, they sell to like very limited customers or clientele. I'd like something like that. The biggest thing though is I just really don't want it to be US based. I would want something either in like a Scandinavian country or like maybe in the Netherlands, maybe Australia, but probably not even Australia, to be honest with you. I think I only have one, I mean, other than Kick, I think I only have one service that's based in Australia. But anyway, that's my rant. I feel like freedom is disappearing between our fingertips, and it's just BS and it's unfair. It's the illusion of choice. How is it a choice? How is it not a monopoly when they boast and brag about how they acquired all of the top domain registrars in Norway. So now they own basically they own most of the .no websites. And I'm just like, how is that a flex? That's like literally monopolistic behavior because no matter who you choose, now they're owned by this one parent company. And if they make a rule, you can pretty much guarantee it's going to trickle down and affect all of the services. Anyway, I'm not going to complain about this anymore. Good meowing, good afternoon, and good night, everyone. You're watching Love Talk with Mrs. Moonson, a daily talk show where a smitten kitten, that's me, yours truly, talks about love, life, and anime. I go live every single day at 8 o'clock Universal. That's 4 a.m. in Miami, 1 a.m. in San Francisco, 4 p.m. in Southeast Asia, 6 p.m. somewhere in Australia, and 9 a.m. if you're listening from Hisøy, which is in Norway. But I don't think my Norwegian fan is tuned in today. Hi, Aztec13A. Much love. I got you up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Also, hey there, Crimson. Ben Serpent07. English or Spanish? Yo hablo español un poco. You trying to fent and lean outside the nearest gas station, PJ4XIV? You trying to do fet and lean outside the nearest gas? Listen, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, thank you. Thank you. First time chatter, PJ. I've never been offered drugs before. Baby, you got something in your nose sniffing that K. Did you feel the hole? Ben, Serpent, you too. This is my first time. I've never been offered drugs before. I don't use drugs, by the way. This is for those of you who are confused on the Kick side. In my Twitch chat right now, I've been offered drugs. It's great. I don't want them though. I don't need them. Thank you. Can't you tell? I'm already a VTuber. I'm crazy enough as is. I don't need the drugs. I'm good. But I appreciate the thought, the thought is what counts. I forgot to give you guys Monero, so here you go for showing up and being here with me and letting me rant about really weird stuff. There you go. Let's move on to the anime of the day. Wah! For today's anime recommendation, we have the movie A Silent Voice, or Koe no Katachi. This one is pretty popular, so maybe everyone has seen it. Maybe everyone here has seen it. But I still wanted to cover it because it fits the theme of friendship, and I really really enjoyed it, even though maybe there might be some aspects of it that are considered overrated. I still really enjoyed it for reasons that I will talk to you about in a moment. Campboy says haven't seen it. Normally the schizos are here on Kick, right? Hot take. Will the sheafs 3-part? I don't know what that means. I took 10 Benadryl and the Hat Man is standing in my door. Ben Serpent, I'm worried about you. I feel like it loses the plot halfway through. The manga was for sure better. I've heard that too, Razor, that the manga is better. Um, Before I jump in, I forgot to remind you guys, today is Filler Friday, which is like every very long-standing anime has those filler episodes where anything goes and the plot takes a back seat and we do something random. So that's kind of today. There's no like strong theme. I get to talk about whatever. We started talking about tech stuff and now we're going to talk about anime stuff and then we're going to play Two Truths and a Lie. So yeah, for the friendship recommended anime, this one, A Silent Voice. As a wild youth, elementary school student Shoya Ishida sought to beat boredom in the cruelest ways. When the deaf Shoko Nishimiya transfers into his class, Shoya and the rest of his class thoughtlessly bully her for fun. However, when her mother notifies the school, he's singled out and takes the blame for everything that's done to her. With Shoko transferring out of the school, Shoya is left at the mercy of his classmates. He is heartlessly ostracized all throughout elementary and middle school while teachers turn a blind eye. So yeah, our main guy basically is a little prankster that borders on being a bully or straight up bullying. And everyone in the class, or a lot of people in the class, were a part of it. But when push came to shove and the adults got involved, he took the fall, and then he ends up becoming the one that's ostracized, maybe not bullied, but yeah, left out. So now he's in his third year of high school. He's plagued by his wrongdoings in his past and sincerely regrets his actions. He sets out on a journey of redemption to meet Shoko once more and make amends. This is the heartwarming tale of Shoya's reunion with Shoko and his honest attempts to redeem himself, all the while being continually haunted by the shadow of his past. The reason why I love this one so much. Thank you, Demi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know none of the animes you show, Moon. That's okay, Naz. You could watch it. This one's a movie. It's only like 2 hours long, which is kind of long, but it's good. It's worth watching. Thank you, Demi. Thank you for the gift, Sabiwa. But yeah, the reason why I like this one, especially, it's not the artwork. It's not even really something that unique about the characters. It's what's unique about the premise of the story in and of itself. I feel like there are too many times in media where the hero is not allowed to be a bad person. And if they are a bad person or they are a villain, there's there's always some easy form of like they're either punished very harshly or their character gets killed off or something comes out and then it turns out that the hero didn't do the bad thing that he's accused of doing. But no, in this one, the main character is an a-hole. He is a straight up bully. He bullied this poor deaf girl. Okay? And then he gets ostracized by his a-hole classmates. And he's like a total loser and a total outcast. And there are themes of, suicide. So if that's not what you're into, I guess I don't recommend it, but I really like the way it was handled. And I just love the idea that yes, you can do bad things and some people might forgive you and others might not. And some people can change and others might not. There's another girl that was part of the class who is pretty much an a-hole throughout and she never really really truly like changes or redeems themselves. PJ and Ben, you both seem very thirsty. I don't know what to tell you. All I can say is that I don't do girlfriend experience, okay? You could call me father if you want. But yeah, bullies usually don't care for each other. I mean, I guess. I just really like the idea of like second chances, especially in today's world of cancel culture, where for one wrong thing you do or say, it's like people want to throw the whole person out and say you can never have joy or success in your life again because you don't deserve it, because you did that horrible thing. And I felt like this was a refreshing take that like you can be a terrible person and then do your best to make amends. And whether or not you're actually forgiven, you can move on with your life. Like, you could try to be a better person and just move on with your life. I think that's a story that needs to be told more often. I'm not sure that people are entitled to second chances, but I think there's a lot of hypocrisy. I think a lot of the people that throw stones on social media are not perfect themselves. And if they were honest and sharing everything about their own lives, they would be, they're projecting, right? It's easy to make fun of, like, you bring up Diddy, right? There's so much hypocrisy, it's not even funny. Like, obviously, he never pretended. I said the other day, he used to refer to himself as Pimp Daddy. Where's the secret? Where's the surprise? Why are people pretending to be outraged that it turns out he's actually a human trafficker or whatever, alleged, right? Like, why are people pretending to be shocked? Why are people pretending to care all of a sudden? I think there's some joy that people get out of the fanfare of watching someone fall from a very high place. I'm not saying that that the average person is as bad, because the average person doesn't have the power or the wealth to orchestrate the kind of ridiculously evil sounding situation Diddy had going on. But, nobody, like, very few people are perfect. Maybe someone is perfect, but very few people are. What are you gonna do about that? That's pretty cool. I don't even know. If you read the message, you just lost the game. I don't know what that means. You guys are kind of interesting. Father Moon, repent for your Twitter posts. I tend to play devil's advocate for this reason. I don't really like playing devil's advocate. I think that's like a weird thing, but go off. It gets me in trouble sometimes, but I hate throwing hate without thinking. Yeah, I agree with that. I think instead of devil's advocate, I'd rather like question um where, like, do we actually have a principle around this topic? Like, do people actually care about this thing, or are they just pretending to care? And then I just move on with my life. People are only outraged when it's popular or safe to do so. That's another thing I noticed, Demi. Like, when it's one person saying it, a lot of times if that person doesn't have a lot of power or influence, they just get pushed under the rug or treated like a crazy person. But then, once the mainstream decides, okay, this is wrong now, we hate this person now, then everyone is free to jump in. It feels like the movie is preaching to me if it instantly pushes the person for being bad in the story, or punishes them. Wow, 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 wow. But yeah, I agree. Anyway, so that's that anime movie. I recommend it if you haven't seen it, A Silent Voice. I'll post the link or whatever to the synopsis in the litter box after this. But two things. First, we have the question of the day is, do your friends know that you watch VTubers? Can we get a poll on Kick? Do your friends know that you watch VTubers? Do you have friends? I know we can't get a poll on Twitch, so I'm sorry, but you could say if your friends watch or not, yes or no. I have no idea what's happening over there. Razor, I'm just gonna remind. I would never tell a friend I watch VTubers. Why? I think it's manly. My friends watch VTubers because of me. Still, in my social circle, VTubers are just like streamers, not really something cringe like they are in others. Mainly because my friends don't really care enough about them to consider them anything other than some streamer with an anime model. Other than that, some friends are VTubers and that's about it. Yeah. Well, and then you also have friends that were VTubers that are like not really VTubers. Hi, Maun01327374. Cheer up. Do you not have friends? It's okay. I don't really have friends either. My boss knows, says Jackie. Uh-oh. Jackie, uh-oh. Your boss knows. Is that okay? Do they judge you? Wow. Yes, but I don't want to tell them which ones is syphilis. Bold of you to assume I have friends. Derek, you definitely have friends. You definitely have friends. You're too good at that Mario Kart Wii game to not have friends. My work security technically. Huh. Hmm. Your boss knows you're in here right now. If I told my friends they would bully me, then they would bully you. And then you will be left with the left pocket dog shit. I don't know what that means. Oh my god. I have no idea what that means. But I will tell you that, like, they can come bully me. I need more viewers on Twitch. Come bully me on Twitch. Okay, let's play Two Truths and a Lie. I don't know if there was a poll or not. I don't know if my mods are sleeping. I told you to, but whatever. We're moving on. I do need a poll for this. I might have to make it myself because I don't know. I don't know. I know Jin was here earlier. Skull Switch left me MIA. Demi says I can help with the poll. Okay, Demi, I need you. So two truths and a lie. The first truth, the first statement. Shit. I have multiple tattoos. They're all very minimal. And it's like line work only. One of my tattoos is a tiny kitty cat. One of them is like related to mathematics, but I won't tell you exactly what it is. And then I have another one that I also won't tell you what it is. So the first statement is Moon has multiple tattoos. Okay? Second statement, I can solve a Rubik's Cube. And the third statement is I've never broken a bone. So, do I have tattoos? Can I solve a Rubik's Cube? Or have I never broken a bone? L mods, wake your ass up because it's time to go beast mode. Sorry, Caps, not sorry. I'm convinced Sailor Moon is a ladyboy. Ben, why do I feel like you're into that? There's nothing wrong with it, by the way. I'm not making fun of you. It's okay to be into. Yeah, I'm gonna die in Thailand. Yeah, have fun. You know? Don't do anything illegal, but have fun. Demi, I'm gonna say it again. Multiple tattoos can solve a Rubik's Cube, or have I ever broken a bone? Which is the lie? He wants to start a VTuber agency, so maybe it's okay. Oh, actually, what did I miss? What did I miss? They monitor my phone and the IT department. Campoy, that's way too much. That's way too much. But okay. If it turns out to be true, instant unsub. If what turns out to be true? I'm so confused. No way Moon has tattoos. Mooney is too pure for tattoos. Sorry, there we go. Which one is the lie? I can't vote because I just can't. I love lady boys. Richard, hit me up after stream. What do I do if I'm scared to talk to women? Not you, obviously. If you're afraid to talk to women, practice by calling a woman every single day. So yeah, you should be calling your mom every day. Let her know how you're doing. Let her know that you're being a responsible big boy. And then just practice. Yeah. Another way is to like just be in spaces where there are women where it's not awkward or uncomfortable for you to be there. So like, and then like, yeah, like volunteer. Yeah, that's what I recommend. Like volunteer in a place where women would volunteer and be friendly, just try to be friendly and then yeah, you'll get better at it. So do I create a custom game to do that, or call your mom is step 1, and then step 2, volunteer at like a local hospital or something like that. And then talk to talk to the older nurses. They're very sweet most of the time. Well, it's like 50-50. Half are sweet, half are like literally Satan's wife. The tattoos. Oh, okay. People voted for multiple tattoos. Okay, that's true. You guys are right. I don't have any tattoos. I don't have any tattoos, and I'm so upset about it. Listen, I thought out of my friends and like family members, I thought I was gonna be the one with like the most tattoos, but I just never got around to it. Not because I'm against them, but because I thought if I ever got a tattoo, I would want it to be particularly meaningful and beautiful, and I wouldn't just get one for the sake of having one. And then, yeah, my best friend got some tattoos, and the way she got them is so cringe in my opinion, but you know, whatever, go off. She basically like found other girls that she liked and like copied their tattoos and brought them to an artist and was like, "Hey, can you do this for me?" The idea of that as a hipster makes me want to end myself. So yeah, I would never get a tattoo that's like based on someone else's whatever. That's just too weird. Okay, I won't unsub. I'm scared of women too, but not Mooney. Maybe Mooney isn't a woman. Ah, exposed. Exposed. You'd be too much of a wimp to get one. I wouldn't be a wimp. I'm gonna get a tattoo if. Anyway. Anyway. Ah, wow. I have to run, you guys. This is the end of stream. I apologize for my lateness today. I don't really have a great excuse. It's just, you know, I don't know, keeping you on your toes. I'll be on time tomorrow. So the quote that I'll leave you with today is by a gentleman. Actually, I don't know. I'm lying. Look at me being sexist. I don't even know. This could be a woman. They're literally, their name is an initial. It's E.M. Forster. That could be a woman. Why am I like this? Why am I anti-feminist? Anyway, E.M. Forster says, "We must be willing to let go of the life we have planned, so as to have the life that is waiting for us." This quote encourages adaptability and openness to life's unexpected turn. So I hope that helps you. That was a quick one. Emilia, thank you for the stream, Moon. Also, enjoy the gift sub Sif. Yeah, thank you, Demi, for the for the gift subbies. Like you've been supporting me every single day, and it doesn't go unappreciated. It doesn't go unnoticed. I very much appreciate it. Wow. It's okay. See you next time as usual. Yeah. Thank you all for being here with me. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Okay, not the same time. I'll be early. I'll be on time tomorrow. For Sugoi, Nani does Saturday. I don't have anything else to say, so I'm going now. Goodbye. Bye, everyone. Why are you still here? Get out. Just kidding. Stay with me longer. Oh, I miss Shady. She's probably sleeping. Anyway, bye, everyone. Bye. Oh, I don't want to leave. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.